365 Elite. This is Hero Training. Good morning, everyone. Let's let everyone come in. And we're about to do things with more intention, with more focus, with more clarity. And I'm very excited to be able to share with you some amazing content this week. I get more and more excited about what we're doing. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Look at everyone piling in here. Look, you just tell yourself that you're elite. Tell yourself, I'm awesome. Just for being here at 6:30, ready to go, pen and paper in hand, ready to go. And just recognize all of the heroes. Recognize each other. Look at all of the people now. Look at the names of the people that are here. Look at their names. Joanne, Allison, Verity, Abigail. Look at the names. Look at the names and tell yourself, I'm elite. I'm elite. Susie Beaumont, Desi, Sarah Jane Woods. Tell yourself, I'm elite. I'm elite. I'm elite. Elite in your own life. Mandy, Gemma, look, all of you, just recognize the elite members here. Recognize Becky, Debbie, Kim, all of you. Recognize each other. It's really important. It's so important that you get out of your own way. Nadine McKenzie is in the house. Sandra Bickmore is in the house. Wendy Hutton, Ben Dale is in the house. Look, get out of your own way for a minute and allow yourself to be supported. Sandra Holland is in the house. Kate Caruth is in the house. Look at everyone that is here and tell yourself you are a part of an elite community. You really are a part of an elite community. Joe Tyler is in the house. Everyone is pouring in, and Philip Kappen is in the house. Who else is here right now? Cheers, everyone. Hero Training. Casey's in the house. Everyone, delighted to see you all here. I'm going to ask you guys to write down a couple of words, and one of those words you've probably heard me say before. One of them is dedication. Wendy Hutton is in the house. Write down that word, dedication. You won't find Tracy's in the house, Carmen is in the house. You won't find too many people who are as dedicated as I am to what I'm doing. You know, I'm just so dedicated to the point now when we finish on Fridays, I'm already thinking 2 or 3 weeks ahead in terms of content, and I'm learning so much from you, but I am asking you to become more dedicated to your own cause. Stefan is in the house. Whatever your cause is, and when we look at the cause and effect, right? So you have a cause and you want to have an effect, right? You want to have an effect on the world. So heroes have causes. You understand that. In fact, again, write this down. Cheryl Hughes is in the house this morning. Maureen York is in the house. Look at all the heroes that are here. Guys, it's so important that you recognize yourself as a part of a group of people who have dedicated to a cause. But this really is the key word I want all of you to write down today. Please write this word down. Quest. Write that word down. Quest. Because the main point I wanted to share with you today is this. You all know this because you've invested time and energy into your own personal and professional development. And happy people have projects. They just have projects. They're working on something. It might be in their garden. It might be in their shed. It might be the fact that they're making something. If you find a happy person, you'll always find, good morning, Chris. Good morning, everyone. If I've not said anyone's names, just good morning, everyone. So just bear in mind, if you find a happy person, they've got projects. They're just always working on creating things. But when you find really elite people, heroes have quests. Now, I know many of you struggle with this, right? You think, I'm really struggling to find my big purpose. Look, you don't need to have a big purpose. You can just have a purpose that gets you out of bed every morning. And maybe part of that is to enjoy your life with a higher degree of clarity of what life is really about. Because this week is going to be a very, very profound with our daily broadcasts about our emotions and 5 specific ways that every one of us can gain more control of our emotions. I'm going to share some such powerful content with you all. I was just looking at the router over here because it keeps coming, keeps breaking. not breaking. It keeps, what's the word I'm looking for? Does this make sense to everyone here right now? That we've all got quests, and maybe your quest is just to be the best mum, a noble purpose. Because what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks is it's about taking things to another level. We're taking our business to another level because we want to work with more people who are more serious. I don't know about you, but people who just play around with things is fine. And they might be happy people and their project is just to have fun and learn a little bit and just go on with their life. And if that's what they want to do. But if you're the sort of person that wants more than that, if you're the sort of person that has a quest, and your quest might be to be slim, fit, and healthier, so that that quest inspires other people on that quest. Let's work together right now, and let's all of us tell each other what our quest is. And by the way, with a quest, it often needs to be redefined. It often needs to be, sometimes it's changed. You think, well, that was my quest, but it's kind of changing. You've heard me mention this before. One purpose, many missions. What is your quest? Let's share this with each other. And as many of you say, I'm asking you to be a more active member of this community. Now, what does that mean, an active member? Does it mean you need to look at everyone's posts? And no. Just recognize the part that you have to play in sharing your journey with others. Because one day I would love you to be able to look back over what you've done and see how far you've come. That's one thing. But also, how many of you, in all honesty, are liberated by seeing other people's journeys? How many of you already have heroes here in this group? You say, who are my heroes? Tell me right now, who are your heroes? Who of you have heroes in this group? I most definitely do. My heroes aren't TV stars and celebrities. My heroes are the people who decide, this is what I want. But you see, Kim, if that's what you want, you have to recognize there's a price to pay for that. And the price to pay for that is, it's called work. It's called dedication. Now, and this is what I want all of us to start getting a bit more clarity on my quest. You could say, oh, Pete, it's just another word for purpose. Maybe it is. But a quest for me is a journey that we are on. We are on this journey. And I'm sure many of us can help each other on their quest. One of my quests is to help other people on their quests, which is why I'm here to inspire you to go above and beyond. Who's fired up right now? To get clarity on your quest. It's so funny looking at my notes because I did them a few days ago. So, and you could say that it's an epic quest. It's a quest that, how many of you like the idea of one day people talk about your story? How many of you would like that? We all would like that. That we left a mark because we showed the world what we were capable of. And this is where, especially with what I'm going to be sharing with you this week, when we really go behind emotion and what emotions are actually doing to us, what I'm asking all of you to do this week is to step back a little bit and look at things with a fresh pair of eyes, to look at things from a different perspective. How many of you have got good at that? You've kind of got good at looking at yourself from a different perspective. How many of you have done that? Because to be the hero, or to be the superhero in your own life, it's so important to know this is my quest. And it doesn't have to be this huge, massive thing, but it's something, your ikigai, it's something that gets you out of bed every single day. So, and this is where we could take it to another level, if those of you want to do this, is to then be able to tell people what your quest is in one word. Again, we can work on this. For most of you, you know what my one word is, right? It's inspiration. That's my one word, inspiration. To be able to sum up your quest in one word. A bit of food for thought there. And then let's just go back a little bit. Understand this. How many of you remember growing up? How many of you remember experiencing pain in your body, growing pains? I think this is something maybe for women. Possibly, I don't know, I've never been a woman, know about the pain that their bodies can often go through, where their bodies are actually doing something. Yes? What a great word, empower. To write that word down, empower. Pain. Physically, how do we grow? Pain. When we train our bodies, when we train our mind, we stretch ourselves, encourage. Again, this can change. Your word could change. Can you see the significance of this? That as you will grow, and your biggest learning is going to come, in many cases, through your biggest challenges. Now, what would happen? You know, this whole thing about people saying, I'm amazing, I'm amazing. The reason most people feel strange saying that to themselves is they don't see themselves as someone special. I'm just me. It doesn't matter what I say. How many different perspectives could I give you to say, okay, you're amazing because there's only one of you in the world. You're amazing because, you see, you'll never see yourself as amazing if you're comparing yourself to other people. And that is a disease which many people have. I'm not as good as that person. I don't have this. I don't have that. And if you know that, which is part of, you know, I know it, Pete, but I still can't stop myself from comparing myself to other people. That's okay. Let's do something about it. To be able to look at your eyes and be amazed at your fingers, to be amazed at the fact that you can see, to be amazed at the fact that you can hear. In fact, I can't hear out of this ear. This ear here is so blocked and has been for 3 days. I'm going to have a syringe in my ear to take all the wax out today, and I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait for the pleasure to come back from the discomfort. This isn't pain. But does this make sense? See, if you think that, oh, I've listened to Pete a few times, he said so much that already, and I'm kind of hearing this again. The training that I've done, I don't know about you, but I started training people when I was about 19 and spent years learning and studying. That's why I wrote a book on breaking habits. That's why I wrote a book on sort your life out, life DIY, fear busting, because I worked with people who either overcame or completely written off, diagnosed as incurable. I work with extremely successful people to then work out, well, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? Now, I can share that wisdom and I can show up and I can be here every day, but that doesn't make any difference if you're not prepared to take that step. And I'm asking you to take that step every single day. I'm asking you to be more accountable. I'm asking you to show up and share, whether it's to share with this community, but at least share with other people. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. This is my quest. Because this community is going to grow. As many of you know, in a couple of weeks, we ain't doing live broadcasts on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for everyone. We're just doing it for people who really want to be superheroes. Can you not see that you are amazing? You can tell yourself that you're not. It's just when you say that word to yourself, it's all about self-comparison. For me, as you know, amazing is about stepping out of the maze. So you start to look at life differently and you go, wow, this is really interesting. I never thought of it like that. In fact, you can write this down. That's interesting. Write that down. In fact, that's going to be a massive for some of you this week. Write this down. That's interesting. In fact, everyone write it down right now. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Because this is one of the things I want all of you to start becoming really curious about, is that when emotion comes up, when you react in a certain way, just start to say to yourself, that's interesting. Okay? Why interesting? Well, many of us know interesting when you open the door to be indecisive. And sometimes it's good to be just interested in things rather than that's serious. this is how I reacted, and this is wrong. This is, that's interesting. This is going to change so many of your lives. That's interesting. Where's that come from? That's interesting. Where's that reaction come from? Where's that emotion come from? I promise you, Carmen, there are times where you just want to be just interested in things because you just want to let it go. When you're just interested in things, there's no power. And to be interested in it is to be able to notice something like, oh, look, I noticed something over there. It's no big deal to let it come and let it go. If you want to become stronger, emotional beings, better versions of yourself, show up, because I'm going to give you the best of the best. Many of you know that in the master classes that we created, how many of you have just not engaged with that material? Because if you haven't, even if you have, we're going to take it to a whole new level, because we're going to start spending months on different areas. So in November and December, we're going to focus on our new masterclass, which is called Upgrade Your Life. Then we're going to look at, I don't want to go too far ahead, but we're going to spend a month on willpower, a month on breaking habits, a month on mindfulness. As you get skillful, as you upskill yourself, as you become just super fired up, super unstoppable, as your quest becomes more real. But just remember, you're going to grow through pain. You're going to grow through discomfort. But it's going to be awesome. And again, I don't know about you, there's a rebel in me. We had a presentation yesterday in London, and I had a couple of people that came with me, and I've known these two girls since they were very young. And one of them there's a rebel in her, and the other one is more of a questioner. And this is something we're going to start doing more work on: personality types, helping you understand your personality, other people's personality. But one of the girls, there's a rebel in her, just like there's a rebel in me. If you tell me, to do something, I kind of rebel against it. It's just a part of my character. But with you, when I ask you to do things, still some of you just fail to do that. Even if it's just like, if you're an active member of this community, then every week you should definitely review what you're doing. That's how this community, that's a true mastermind alliance, where everyone is going, this is what I'm doing. And like I say, whether it's a video, whether it's writing it down, it's getting it out there. One of the things I do is I have another journal, which is everything I'm doing right. So every day, just write down everything I'm doing right. And now what I'm doing is doing more things right with a higher degree of accuracy. Let's not play around anymore with what we're doing. And I'm looking for you guys to become beyond heroes to superheroes, because over the next few weeks and months, there's going to be more people coming into this community. And I would like you guys to be the example. I'm guilty of not doing the masterclass. That's fine, Susie, because I'm going to make it a lot easier for everyone, because we've had to look at what we're doing and think, well, how can we do it better? And some of you have given us your feedback, it's like, there's too much to do. You're spending a week on this, and there's a masterclass on that. So we want to make everything that much easier for everyone. Any questions before we finish off and we get ready for this great week? I'm so excited about delivering you. Some of the content this week is going to be not mind-boggling, that's probably the wrong word, but it's definitely going to be a big wake-up call for a lot of people. But remember, what's the one thing? So that, just to summarize, we're on a quest. You think about your quest. Your quest could be just to be healthy, to be well, to be a good friend, and then think about it and put it into one word. Mine's inspiration. What's your word? If you have any questions, now is the time to answer the question. We have this meetup on the 25th of November. We'll have more information about that. We'll be in central London. It'll happen in the next few days, I'm sure. So I know many of you want to come to that. Quest. We're all on a quest. And there was something else. Create. Then create. Go create. Yeah, that's it. That's interesting. Because with a lot of the information today, you'll go, that's amazing. But some of you, I really want you to say, that's interesting. Because remember, when you look at something as being interesting, you give yourself the opportunity to push that away, and then to be able to look and deal with things in a different way. You are more than your emotions. You are more than what has happened to you. You are more capable than you probably know. I probably think you know that. And the best is yet to come. Can we have a Scottish meetup? Yes. So that's one of the things that I'm glad you said that. We have so many members in Scotland and have to have a massive shout out to our Scottish community. That's one of the things that we want to do in the new year is come up there for sure. And if people do want to start having meetups, we've put together a document that we'll be sharing with people just in terms of how we believe you should be going about doing that. So thank you for bringing this up. Remember, my 365 it's your journey, it's your experience. So yeah, Scotland will be great. I mean, Scotland is great. Okay, Lisa Livingston, everyone. Lisa, I'm not sure if she's made a video yet. Hopefully she will do that. So a massive congratulations to Lisa. Lisa, I think from what Gemma told me, you came second in Britain's strongest woman, right? Is that correct? Which is unbelievable. Come up for Hogmanay. Oh, happy Wednesday. Hey. I think a massive shout out. Is that correct, Lisa? Perhaps you can let us know. Just awesome. You know, yes, she did. Look at that, amazing. Lisa Livingston, who is our current member of the month. Our current member of the month. Massive shout out to her. Came second in Britain's strongest woman. Isn't that amazing? So what does that mean? It means that she's amazing. And what's next for her? I wonder what she learned. This is what I want to learn from her. I want to learn, what did she learn through going through this experience? Get that information out there. It's time to get ready. Let's share each other's success. Look, it's all very well sharing when things they're not going very well. I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with that. That's fine. But share your joy. Share your success. Share what you're doing. It's the little things that over time make a big difference. This is your community. So many of us get lazy in being great, which means you're not great. It's just good. If you want to go from great to exceptional, show up. Be the most dedicated person that you know to your quest. Lots of love. Can't wait to learn more from you guys. Have an amazing day. I've got 5 minutes. Congratulations, Lisa Livingston, member of the month. We couldn't have timed that better, right? And if you haven't done a review from last week, it's not too late, guys. Goodbye.